Hello guys, welcome to this episode of Diemen Anvil. Today I've decided to make my first knife. It's going to be a hunting knife. Here's a template of what I've made of it. So first I made it out of cardboard. You can see I've decided to put a lanyard on this. I want to be able to put it around my wrist or something, able to have it, and I can just pull it out by the lanyard. Really versatile. I want to use it for skinning, for gutting, shaving wood, whatever that is. That's what I want to use this knife for. So there's the template. I went ahead and made one out of wood as well, just so I could kind of get the feel for it, how I've made the handle with that little bit of a curve in it and the curve on the bottom as well. I wanted to try and just see how it was going to feel in the hand. Feels really nice. I'm happy with the design, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it out of the steel that I bought. I've chosen 1084 steel. I ordered this from Gamco. I've heard that this is a great steel to use when you're starting out with knife making. I'm going to first mark it out with some engineer's layout die, scribe in my template, and I'm going to cut it out and go ahead and start making this knife. So I'm really excited to get into it. I'm happy to have you guys come along with me on this journey. Just putting some of this engineering mark out die here on this piece of 1084 carbon steel so I can mark out a hunting knife. I got the template just over here. Sadly, it doesn't come with a brush, which is a bit. Get what you pay for, I suppose. Yeah, something like that. Gotta put a little bit more with the engineering layout on there. Yeah, mark it out and then try cutting that out. Oh yeah, that's a much better way to apply this.
There's a spider heading towards you.
Oh my god, you bastard!
He didn't, he jumped out.
Who got you the scribing pencil, Timmy?
My good mate Sam.
Yeah, right.
And Tricky. Well, Tricky was involved a little bit, I guess. But he's not as good of a mate. He's a dog.
I'll tell him you said that.
What is this, Tricky?
This is my workshop. This is my 10-foot by 4-foot garden shed. I build stock removal knives out.
Oh, you fit a lot into a small space.
Dude, that's amazing.
Is that alright?
Yeah, that's perfect. Wipe it down
That's fun.
and mark out that other blank on top of it.
Yep.
Isn't it 40 grit? So much fun, man.
It's crazy. Just like
Yeah.
whips it down.
I've got a 36 grit shredder here. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm excited, man.
Jeez, that'll destroy it. Which one?
Hey guys, so here I am with the hunting knife that I'm working on. As you can see, I've got the bevel on it that you saw me putting on over at Tricky's. As you can see, it's pretty rough. It's not that great of a bevel, and that's because I did it freehand. I had a little stopper here to help me get my plunge line a bit even on the other side. You can see it's pretty even, but it's not great. It's not a very good bevel, so I've decided to make a bevel jig. For beginners, it really helps you just get the feel of running a knife over the belt grinder, and just get the feel of the angle that you need to do and how smooth and slowly you need to kind of rock it over to get that bevel. So I've watched some videos, but I think I'm going to go ahead and make a bevel jig first before I finish off this bevel, and hopefully that works a bit better. We have a 2x72 inch grinder coming from Gamcar Artesian Supplies as well, and we'll probably have a video of that being assembled in the near future. I'm going to go ahead and make that bevel jig. So this is the bevel jig that I just finished making. Pretty simple. It's just got those two hinges in there. Got some bolts here so you can adjust the angle. Welded on a little piece of flat bar here to hold the blade, so it's nice and square. Basically, the blade will sit here. Sorry, that away. I'll put a clamp on this end, and then you can just run the blade back and forth really even, really consistent, using these bolts to adjust the angle like that, and you can make sure you get a very consistent, even bevel all the way across the blade. So I'm really excited to try this out, see if I can get a better bevel on my knife. So now that I've got the bevels put into the blade, I'm going to go ahead and try doing something I've seen people do, file work on the spine of the blade. I haven't tried it before, but I'm keen to just give it a try my hand at it, see how I am, just put some neat designs along the spine of the knife. So, as you can see, I've gone ahead and done some of that file work on my blade. I started out just kind of doing this little cross pattern. Sorry, it's just this little angle here, but I figured I wanted to try and go ahead and just make these little crosses, and these little diamond shapes on the spine. You can see that there. So I haven't finished all the way. I still have to keep going along the rest of the spine. I want to bring it down just about where it starts to round down there on the handle. I'm just going to continue that kind of crisscross pattern all the way down. I'm hoping when I go to epoxy the scales on, that I'll put a bit of the epoxy in there and fill in those voids with some of the epoxy and make it look really cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Here's a knife in progress that I've gotten to so far. Like I said, I'm going to finish the firework along the spine, heat treat it, put my holes in it, get my handle on, and we'll see that in the next episode. So make sure you guys subscribe, tune in, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.